Dr. Farooq Sattar Saab, why is it that after every population census, there is a hue and cry from the MQM, especially from Karachi, about the population figures being, he talked of that Form 47 is applied in Karachi on population. Why is that? Is it linked with the allocation of resources, or it is politicizing an issue which should not be politicized because the national interest demands a consensus on population?
Thank you, Mushahid Hussain and Zeba Sattar and her Population Council and Dawn Media Group for inviting all of us and giving us this opportunity of sharing our views on this very important national issue with a very august audience that is just sitting in front of me. Now, taking a lead from this, I am coming from a city which is very complex, Mushahid Bhai. And it will not be a justice that while we are sitting in Islamabad and do a sort of an analysis on the very stated policy of any political party. It's not only my party. It is the other parties in Karachi, whether it is Jamaat Islami, PTI or MQM. All of these three parties have been making hue and cry after the holding of every census. So there is something seriously wrong in the approach of conducting the census. But this time along the last census that were held in 2023, because of a close watch, some vigilance and monitoring, and some access that we had because of the digital census that were carried out, we were able to catch the thief also who was suppressing, who was snatching away a big chunk of Karachi's population so that it could not get registered in the official results of the census. And because of that, 38 to 40 special teams were sent by SN Iqbal, the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister to Karachi. And then when they digged out the evidences that we shared with them, the population then of Karachi for the first time in last 60 years has gone up from 32 to 37% of sin. Otherwise, a city, I did not hear any of my predecessor. Everybody mostly was speaking on the unchecked growth of population, and that is the 2.6 or 2.7% population growth rate with which Pakistan's population is growing. But there was a very little or less talk on the population increase because of the influx, because of the economic migration. And Karachi is under, I think, an immense pressure of the influx of population, and it is continuing. Every year, 100,000 adults are born in Karachi. हर साल 1,17,000 साल से बड़ी उम्र के 18 साल से बड़ी उम्र के बच्चे पैदा हो रहे हैं वहाँ पर. This is a fact which, and even Lahore, I think, is also because of the influx, it is also going through the same. Yeah. So this is one thing that where does this influx thing or the real count of this influx or even the natural growth is accounted for in the censuses that have been held. I don't want to go into the detail of the censuses that have been held since 1951. मैं उसमें detail में नहीं जा रहा. But then what I have to say कि जो उजड़े और फिर न बसे, ये दिल वो निराली बस्ती है. बस्ती बसना खेल नहीं है. बसते बसते बस्ती है. Now may all, the hearts of all of you remain inhabited by good people, memories of good people, and may our neighborhoods, our cities and our societies also remain inhabited by people who spend a quality life, who spend a life which they deserve. And for that, I've seen that the mist is getting clear. even the Islamic Ideology Council very recently, because of the sustained and proactive effort of the Population Council. I would like to commend their efforts. And now, Zeba Satar, yeah. And now, yeah. Because of her efforts, Islamic Ideology Council even has conceded that this population control thing is not un-Islamic. I think this is a very good progress made by the Population Council, and the parliamentary forum, which has been regularly sitting on this population issue, is also contributing a lot. Then the second good achievement was made by the parliament, that another resolution has recently been passed. And there is a consensus across the board. All parties have come along and supported this resolution. The third thing that has happened is the Prime Minister, who has formed a special task committee on this, and has asked the task committee to submit the report as soon as possible, as early as possible, which is again. Now, if all these things have happened and have converged, and the mist is getting cleared, that behind this underlying problem of unchecked growth of population, every problem in our national sector has emanated from this problem. This is the mother of all problems. So this need, the same, a national consensus is now needed, through a national consensus. Otherwise, Zeba Satar's and Dawn Media Group efforts will be an exercise in futility if very soon an all parties conference is not held, which should be attended by the top leaders of all parties. And they come to before the 250 million people of Pakistan and make a commitment and formulate a national narrative, which should suggest that if there is anything to be incorporated in the 28th constitutional amendment, if that the 28th constitutional amendment is somewhere being discussed, then what legislations are required to make this population control thing very in a settled way acceptable by people coming from different ethnic backgrounds, different tribal backgrounds, and some other backgrounds also.
ठीक है.
One thing that I think that was missed in the earlier discussion was the role of local governments. Now, what we are discussing and focusing, that policy has to be made by the federal government, and provinces are actually the owners of this population control. Then, but the main instrument or tool of delivery, wherever, the success of one-child policy in China is very clearly and categorically attributable to the role of local governments in China. Local governments in China, they played this role, reaching, because the parliamentarians...
For that, you need the Communist Party of China. We don't have that here.
Oh, but it is their large-heartedness, na? That this is a one-party rule, but they have devolved and have empowered local government system. There are
Yes.
15 parties who contest the elections for the local governments. And those parties contest and they try to deliver more and more on anything that is their responsibility. So, responsibility devoid of authority is not for an effective government. Our local governments are merely showpiece. 140A has been interpreted completely in different way by every provincial government. So the laws that exist, the local government laws, are completely in contradiction and violation to the spirit of Article 140A. Despite that, Justice Gulzar Ahmad Sheikh, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, has adjudicated that this is the elaboration, this is the spirit of devolution of financial, administrative, and
Thank you,
political
Dr.
power.
Saab.
And there are 200,000 councillors in the wards, chairman in the UCs, chairman in Tehsil and town councils. Then there are mayors and deputy mayors and UC chairman in the metropolitan and municipal councils. So why are we not using this local governments as the tool, even lady health workers, जो कि polio, which are on ground sometimes and sometimes, and disagreeing with Jhagra Sahab, that population should not be discarded and revenue generation or areas which are non-developed, they should be considered. I think then we can do this because the allocation and the distribution that is being done by the NFC between the center and the provinces get an inherent allocation of the 30 districts in Sindh, 42 districts in Punjab, 38 districts in KPK, and 34 districts in Balochistan. So, is there any guarantee in the constitution that this share of the districts is properly being allocated to the districts from the provincial government of Sindh, Punjab, Balochistan, or KPK? And then there are regional issues also, urban and rural Sindh, Hazara division versus KPK. So we have to address.
Dr. Sahab, we are running short of time.
हाँ मुझे पता है लेकिन ये important
Your point
है.
is, I think, very valid, yes.
So what I would suggest in the current National Finance Commission to those who are evolving a formula NFC award. So I think that when they distribute whatever is the 82% population, 5% revenue, non-area or non-developed or whatever is the criteria, then they should also consider that 60% or 70% of the provincial share that is coming from the center actually belongs to the development work for the infrastructure development in the cities and districts. So they should also give an award for the 144 districts of Pakistan also. And this is what actually the constitutional
ठीक है, डॉक्टर साहब
ये जो हमारी है ये constitutional amendment.
amendment है आपकी.
Yeah, this also says that the National Finance Commission should also.
I think on that there's a
alongside the
consensus.
provinces. फिर men caucuses are more required in the parliament than women caucuses to keep on discussing this issue of population control. ये तो मर्दों को ज़्यादा आगाही देने की ज़रूरत है, उनके कॉकस बनाने की ज़रूरत है, उनको इंगेज करने की ज़रूरत है और उनको ये समझाने की ज़रूरत है कि भाई ये भी कोई इशू है. Then political parties and their workers have to be trained into giving this awareness to their constituents also.
ठीक.
They should use their good offices और वहाँ भी ये काम होना चाहिए. And I am happy that finally the time has come that politics and population have come together.
Thank you.
दोनों चीज़ें
And
साथ
I
आ
think that on that note, I'd say there is a national consensus.
I just,
Yeah.
I